So as we know, we have a leak-in wet end. Here is the new one. It's that seal there that's leaking. You can just replace the seal, but I prefer to replace the whole wet end. Also, the customer mentioned about the keypad overlay. Quite rightly, have seen better days, so we're going to pop that one off. New overlay fitted. Much better.
Onto the pump. Right, now time to remove the pump. So what we have to do is move the pack out of the way on this one so we can create better access. You have 2 unions to unscrew and 4 bolts holding it down. 2 if you're lucky at the front, 2 at the back are hard to get to. But basically once you got those undone, then out the pump will come. So now what we got to do is remove the wet end from the motor, which is the red bit with the black bit. It's just a case of removing the 4 small bolts on the back. This will loosen out the wet end, but you won't be able to remove it still until you remove this faceplate off the front. This then will allow you access to the impeller, which you'll need to unthread before you can remove the whole wet end. At the moment I'm trying to prise off the front face after taking the bolts out. It can be a bit stubborn. Then it's simply unthread the impeller and it will remove. So now we've removed it, we've cleaned up the shaft, make sure there's no rust on it, bit of wire wool, WD-40. It's just good practice, and then we're ready to thread the new one on. New one just threads on by hand. Just hand tight basically, as back far as it goes so it can line up the bolts that you need to retighten. Make sure it's the right way around, the outlets are in the right position for the pipework inside the spar. They are adjustable. Once you've got it back as far as possible, put the bolts in, they're all ready to be tightened up. You might notice it is noticeably smaller than the red one that come off, but the impeller size is the correct size, so it's all done on horsepower, 2 horsepower, 3 horsepower. The red wet ends are discontinued, they were years ago, so this is the option. Once that's all done anyway, we'll put that together, pump goes back in, and then you got to put the bolts back in and tighten up both the unions again. Make sure they're nice and tight. Also important to make sure the seals remained in the pipework when you reconnected it. Now that's in, now that's fitted, just check it all. Ready to refit the pack. Screw it all down. Job done.